1.
The following is a production of the Minnesota Sports Radio Network.
It's the Wells Fargo Minnesota Sports Prep Update for Thursday, February 4th. I'm Ryan Phelps. It's a wonderful week in the world of high school sports. National Signing Day is this Wednesday, but today our focus is on girls hockey as the regular season ended last week and now the section seedings have all been laid out. You can find the full brackets on our website, minnesotascores.net. We start at the top. Section 1, Class 1A. This is mostly southeastern Minnesota, and Northfield gets the number 1 seed for the first time in school history. They top number 2 Red Wing, the perennial powerhouse from this section. Heading up north, Section 7, Class 1A, Proctor Hermantown gets the top seed. They're ahead of Duluth Marshall, Hibbing Chisholm, International Falls, Moose Lake, heading up the North Shore, and Eveleth Gilbert. Heading back down south for the big schools, Class 2A, Section 1. This becomes more of a Twin Cities affair at this point. The number 1 seed is Lakeville South, but number 2, Dodge County. And you'll find the Rochester schools in order, John Marshall, Mayo, and Century in the bottom half of the bracket. The section playoffs will take place over the next 2 weeks. The state tournament, mark your calendars, February 17th through the 20th at the Xcel Energy Center, downtown St. Paul, and Ritter Arena at the University of Minnesota. Other dates to mark your calendar for the following week, February 25th through the 27th, that's state wrestling. Boys hockey is after that, March 2nd through the 5th. Then we've got boys basketball, March 9th through the 12th, and girls hoops, March 15th through the 19th. Find all the brackets for all the tournaments, section and state, at our website, minnesotascores.net.
Your first word probably wasn't something like finance, or savings, or ATM. But whatever that first word was, it opened up a world to you that was built on conversations. It's this exchange of ideas that Wells Fargo puts into practice every day, through listening, guiding, and planning. So when the conversation is about ways to grow your savings or your business, we'll be here to help you find the right answers. Because an open dialogue is what opens doors. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A.
Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance is your one-stop shop for business and personal insurance. With over 30 years' experience, Jim knows the importance of personal relationships and actually getting to know his clients so he can find the right, customizable protection for everything that's important to you. Plus, Jim is an independent agent, which means he's able to shop for the best rates among more than 100 A and A-plus rated carriers. Jim also believes in giving back to the community. As the parent of an Eden Prairie High School athlete, he volunteers with the Eden Prairie High School Band, Eden Prairie Hockey Association, is an active member of the Eden Prairie Chamber of Commerce, and supporter of the Pinky Swear Foundation. That means you know you're working with someone who knows the community. So start saving on protecting everything that's important to you by calling Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance, 952-746-3075, online at betterminnesotainsurance.com.
14 Minnesota high school seniors are expected to sign scholarships with a Power 5 program. That means one of the Big 5 conferences in college football. 8 of those 14 are expected to sign with the Gophers, which is 2 more in-state signees than the past 3 years combined. The biggest name is Carter Coughlin from Eden Prairie, a consensus 4-star talent. The Gophers landed the state's highest-ranked recruit, something that has happened only 4 times in the past 15 years. The others include Jeff Jones from Minneapolis-Washburn in 2014, Tommy Olson from Mahtomedi in 2011, and in 2007, Anthony Jacobs from Northfield. The other big-time recruits going to the Gophers include Thomas Barber, a linebacker from Robbinsdale Armstrong. Let's not forget quarterback Seth Green, who played at Eastridge before moving to Texas for his senior year. Drew Himaleski, wide receiver from Marshall, Minnesota. Philip Howard, who's listed as an athlete from Cooper. Tyler Johnson, also an athlete, played quarterback at Minneapolis North. Kamal Martin, also an athlete from Burnsville. Connor Olson, offensive lineman, Monticello. And Sam Schluter, offensive tackle from Mare Lutheran. There are a few top recruits leaving the state as well. Amani Hooker, a safety from Park Center, is going to Iowa. Jamal Johnson, defensive tackle, Prairie Lake, to Iowa State. Patrick Castle, offensive tackle, Forest Lake. He's going to Wisconsin. And the outstanding athlete, listed as a wide receiver, Eden Prairie's J.D. Spielman, is going to Nebraska.
What a night for the Lacaparo Valley basketball program's Monday evening. 2 players scored their 1,000th point in their careers on the same night. Lacaparo Valley girls basketball player Kelsey Lund, who is only a sophomore, hit her second three-pointer early in the first half to reach the milestone of 1,000 points. Kelsey ended up with 24 points as the Eagles defeated Morris 54-40 at home. Kelsey Lund has averaged a little over 15 points a game in her 67 games that she has played since starting as an 8th grader. Meanwhile, just 12 miles from Lacaparo Valley High School, down the road in Dawson, Lacaparo Valley boys basketball team played their arch rivals, the Dawson Boyd Blackjacks. Lacaparo Valley senior Lucas Strand needed 10 points to reach 1,000 points in his outstanding career, and he did that in the first half. Lucas ended up scoring 23 points as the Eagles fell to the Blackjacks in a hard-fought Camden Conference game, 64-61. It's not often 2 players from the same school score 1,000 points in their career on the same night. So congratulations to sophomore Kelsey Lund and senior Lucas Strand of the Lacaparo Valley Eagles. For the Minnesota Sports Radio Network, I'm Paul Ramo with KLQP Radio in Madison.
Thank you very much, Paul, and congratulations, Lacaparo Valley High School, to a pair of 1,000-point milestones in one night.
I like saving money. I mean, it's not like I have a purse stuffed with coupons or... Okay, I do. The other day, I went into Wells Fargo to get help with a car loan.
Good news. You qualify for our double discount promotion. Get double the interest rate discount we normally give on select new loans and lines of credit just for being a Wells Fargo checking package customer.
And the best part, I didn't even need a coupon.
Come to Wells Fargo to discuss how the double discount promotion can help with the interest rate on your new loan or line of credit. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Subject to credit qualification. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. Equal housing lender.
I'm in a state of caffeination. Got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Visit Brandy Warmbier's State Farm Insurance Office, located off Singletree and Flying Cloud Drive, online at brandywarmbier.com.
If updating any or all of your small appliances is in your future, you need to stop by your local Hardware Hank and take advantage of the great savings on an assortment of Hamilton Beach small appliances. From can openers to crock pots, mixers, and coffee makers, Hamilton Beach has you covered. If you're looking for a quality product at a price you can afford, make stopping at Hardware Hank at the top of your to-do list.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Wells Fargo Minnesota Sports Prep Update can be heard right here every Monday through Friday. And for more coverage, you can find us on the web at minnesotascores.net. That's minnesota-scores.net. I'm Ryan Phelps on Minnesota Sports Radio.
It's time for another round of live, local, play-by-play coverage of Southwest Metro Sports on PSB Media.
1-1, Middlestead, the leader, and he scores! Pretty amazing.
Watch the teamwork, tradition, and all-out competition unfold live on any streaming device.
And they're back to work again. Walking out is Trusso again, and he scores again. What a start here for TJ Trusso.
Dog throws it deep as a man. The catch is made, running down the sideline. 20, 10, 5 touchdown Eden Prairie. First play of the second.
PSB Media's coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by The Malt Store, Brandy Warmbier's State Farm Insurance Office, The Sun Current, Noodles and Company, Athlete PT, The Tavern on 4 and 5.
And in partnership with Minnesota Hockey Magazine and BEC TV.
On the run, bang, able to action Watts. Looks over the middle, the catch is made.
Catch all of the action all season long on your home for Southwest Metro Sports. PSB Media.
Deflects it in deep. Berger plays away from him to the left wing boards. That bounces off a skate. Turned over to Aguilar. Shot and save. Scores! Aguilar the shot. The rebound line.
Game time is coming up next.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and you're listening live from the Pagel Activity Center in Minnetonka, Minnesota, where tonight 2 powerhouse hockey teams, both in the top 10, will face off here at Pagel Activity Center. Minnetonka versus Eden Prairie, and we expect a very fast-paced game tonight. Eden Prairie with a record of 15-5-1, Minnetonka with a record of 15-6. And I believe alongside me, Brett Johnson, this is going to be a battle possibly for the number 1 seed in the 2 AA sections.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at some past results, Eden Prairie and Minnetonka have played twice this season. They met in the championship of the Schwann Cup back around New Year's, which Eden Prairie came away with a victory in. And then they met a few weeks ago at the Eden Prairie Community Center, where the Eagles at the time were playing really good hockey, but Minnetonka came in with a very workmanlike effort and was able to get an overtime victory over Eden Prairie to even up this series at 1. So I would really expect the winner of this game to probably get the number 1 seed in Section 2 AA. Although I know a lot of folks would probably say, well, what about Holy Family? They've certainly been having a good season as well, but usually when they seed teams with coaches doing their vote, Holy Family kind of gets knocked down a little bit since they don't play quite as tough of a schedule as Eden Prairie or Minnetonka. So I would definitely expect this game to be for that number 1 seed. And we're really looking forward to a good game if it's anything like that last one where they went to overtime at the Eden Prairie Community Center.
And tonight, right now, they're before the puck drops, there's some ceremony for winning the 2A Bantam Championship. And they're taking some pictures here before face-off. And, of course, they'll have the national anthem. But on the Eden Prairie side of things, watch and listen for number 11, Casey Middlestead. He has 19 goals, 30 assists, 5 power play goals, and 1 shorthanded goal. On the Minnetonka side, number 10, listen for Brendan Scarda, 12 goals, 14 assists, 2 power play goals, and 1 shorthanded goal. So these are some names that we're going to be watching for tonight. Number 10, Scarda for Minnetonka, and number 11, Middlestad for Eden Prairie. A couple of the number 1 players in the Lake Conference right now. And Eden Prairie is taking the ice as Minnetonka wrapped up their little ceremony that they had. Minnetonka will be in their white uniforms tonight, blue helmets with the big M on the front of their jerseys. Eden Prairie will be wearing the black and red with the eagle. And you probably know a little bit more about this Eden Prairie team and Minnetonka than I do. And you had mentioned they had met before. And tonight, we mentioned it's very important because it could result in the number 1 seed of the Section 2A seedings. And the other teams in the Lake Conference, maybe not quite as strong as both of these teams are, I believe, ranked number 3 and 4. Eden Prairie, from what I saw, was number 3, and I believe Minnetonka was number 4. So, I mean, in hockey land, you can't ask for a better game tonight.
Yeah, even though Eden Prairie is coming off a couple of tough losses to Wayzata and Edina, they certainly do still have a very talented squad. And we've had a chance here at PSB Media to cover Eden Prairie for a number of years, and it kind of seems like they go through a little bit of a swoon towards mid and late January before they kind of pick up play towards early February, then into sections. So this is going to be a big weekend here for Eden Prairie with this game against Minnetonka. Then, of course, they have another big matchup on Saturday night when they're hosting number 1 Benilde St. Margaret. So certainly this Eagle squad is looking to right the ship after those back-to-back losses to Edina and Wayzata. And, of course, on the other hand here with the Minnetonka Skippers, they're a program that's kind of been down the past couple of years. Even though they made the section championship last year, they weren't really one of the teams that were expected to go that far. And this year they've certainly got a very talented squad, as he brought up, Mike, how they're rated among the top 10. And certainly winning a season series against Eden Prairie would go a long way for them in terms of trying to get things turned around as they head into section play and look for another section championship and to get to the state tournament.
And one of the things we talked about just briefly to mention that Edina's on a winning streak, so I'm sure they're watching tonight. So we're going to have the national anthem, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the puck drop.
Hey, pal, if you haven't swung over to CrankyApe.com, then you're missing the coolest auction site on the web. CrankyApe.com is the only joint you'll ever need for ridiculous deals on bank repos, insurance reparables, and dealer liquidations. We have everything that rolls, floats, or has an engine, and the selection changes every day. And don't worry if you're not a wrench, most of our stuff don't need nothing but a coat of wax. Bottom line, if you're born to bid, you shouldn't be monkeying around anywhere else.
Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
There comes a time when even an all-star sister can use some assistance himself.
Do I need to be worried about identity theft? Everybody does. So that's when somebody tries to use my name? Uh-huh. My likeness? Yes, sir. Like if they try to look like me, but with a fake mustache? Yep. And glasses? Yes, exactly. I think I'm gonna need some help with that.
When assisting is in your blood, you know it.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com.
I really love.
Welcome back to the Pagel Activity Center. Mike Ross with you, along with Brett Johnson and Kevin Hegstrom, running the camera tonight. And a powerhouse hockey night tonight here in Minnetonka, Minnesota, as they host Eden Prairie. Both teams similar record. Minnetonka 15-6. Eden Prairie 15-5-1. We're about ready for the puck drop here, and it appears number 17 Bowman will face off against number 11 Middlestadt. So Middlestadt is the man for Eden Prairie. Scarta the man for Minnetonka, and he's number 10. There's the puck drop, picked up at center ice and sent into the Eden Prairie zone. They'll bring it on the far side. Here comes a pass to Graham. Graham on the right side, just on the side of the circle. Puck shoots out. That should be offsides, and it will be. And we'll have a face-off outside the circle. So Eden Prairie coming out with an opportunity there. Almost got it down here on the near side. Well, you got to always watch the powerhouse guy. Eden Prairie trying to control the puck now. They lost it in the Minnetonka zone, picked up by Van Schmidt. He tried to center pass up to his forward. Eden Prairie picks it up. Now they bring it over to the near side. Graham, number 16, at center ice. Fans on the pass, picked up by number 9. Pass. What a hockey name, Pass. That's like a guy I used to play with. His name was Goal. Puck down in the Minnetonka zone. They try to get something breakout, but Eden Prairie, then they lost it, and here comes Minnetonka. The skipper's trying to get it up on the near side. Bowman with it. Bowman in the corner with Roll. Roll loses the puck. Now it's picked up behind the net. The puck just kind of drifting back and forth, now picked up by Roll again, and he's challenged there by number 10, Scarta, out to the point. Oh, number 21, Terrell fired a shot. That was to the left of the net. Eden Prairie trying to break it out of their zone now. Picked up by number 17. He just sends it into the Minnetonka defenseman at neutral ice, and Minnetonka Scarta will bring it across the blue line. He's checked there by the Eden Prairie. Took 3 guys to take him down, almost like a football game. Eden Prairie clears the zone. That's picked up by number 21, Terrell. Terrell sends it in, and it'll come to the near side boards here just above the circle. Eden Prairie breaking it out, picked up by Leverman. There's a shot and a save by the goaltender, Hansen, who's in the net tonight. Puck is in the far corner. The teams are fighting for it. Picked up by number 22, Bertoglie. He sends it over here on the near side. The puck bounces off the ceiling right in front of us here at PSB Media, and we're going to have a whistle. So neither team really been testing either goaltender in the net for Eden Prairie's number. Is that number 1, DeRocher? Okay. So the puck is down in the Minnetonka zone, picked up by Whittlestat. Whittlestat loses the puck. It's picked up by number 9, Minnetonka pass, and he floats it up into the corner, and I don't know if we're going to get an icing call here, and I think we are. He kind of lost the puck as he was right before the red line, and we'll get an icing call. We'll have a face-off on the glove side of the goaltender for Minnetonka, number 31, Hansen. Sullivan will take the face-off against Minnetonka's Middlestat. Or Eden Prairie, I'm getting them mixed up there. Puck in the far corner. Eden Prairie trying to control it now. Both teams going back and forth down in the corner. Eden Prairie trying to set up a play out to Royal at the point. He skates in, takes a shot, but that's directed out of the way of the net. Now down in the corner, Eden Prairie with it. That's Middlestat. Middlestat comes out around the net, out to the point to Royal. Royal sends it back in deep, goes behind the net, comes out the other side. Picked up by Van Zandt. Van Zandt throws it up to Pass. Pass can't handle it, but then number 12 picks it up, Picciano. He goes down in the corner. He's stopped by the defenseman Graham, or the Eden Prairie player Graham. He sends it around the net over on the far side boards just inside the blue line. Now Minnetonka fires it back in. That was number 7, Van Zandt. The goaltender comes out, Dorscher. He sends it to his player up there. And Eden Prairie trying to get in the zone, but Minnetonka doing a great job on defense. Now picked up by Andes. Andes with it. Pass over to number 26, Elder, and he couldn't quite get the handle on it, so he missed the pass. They had an opportunity there. Picked up by Terrell. He sends it into neutral ice, but that's intercepted by the defenseman Lieberman, and he sends it into the Minnetonka zone. Over behind the net now, picked up by Minnetonka's number 21, Terrell. He gets it up to center ice, picked up by McGannon. McGannon loses it as he's checked off by the defenseman. Number 17 over there, Lawrence for Eden Prairie, gets it over here to the near side boards, and Eden Prairie's trying to break it up, but where they got stuck in neutral ice. Minnetonka needs to take up. Dorschner stops the puck, picked up by the defenseman Lieberman. Lieberman gets it up to Steen. Steen tries to center it, but Minnetonka's number 2, Doctor, is there. Now the puck goes down into the Minnetonka zone, picked up by Doctor. It appears we'll have an icing call. So again, the action seems like both teams are still kind of feeling each other out, having a little tough time. That pass with to number 21 there for Minnetonka. He just just couldn't quite get there. Yeah, that was Terrell that just was out of reach of that puck. Eden Prairie with the puck right now. We're at the 12-minute and 12-second mark here in the first period. We're scoreless, and you're listening live on PSB Media, live streaming. Brett Johnson and Mike Ross with you, Eden Prairie. Well, we're going back and forth at neutral ice right now. Picked up by Royal. Royal gets it up to his forward. Blackowick. Blackowick charges the net. That goes off the face mask of Hansen. And Minnetonka just throws it out of the zone. It'll go all the way down. It's chased by Young, the defenseman. He's over on the far corner now, stands behind the net. He gets a breakout pass to his far winger, and he comes across the red line. Now the blue line pass over to Middlestat. Middlestat fires and wide. Comes all the way out of the zone. Almost, but Hartle keeps it in as a defenseman for the Eden Prairie Eagles, and he loses the puck, and Miller slides it over to his winger over there, trying to pick up his number 22, Bertoglii. Bertoglii with it. Oh, what a fire and a shot, and it just reflected off the glove of DeRocher, and Eden Prairie breaks it out. Graham chases it along with number 19, Miller for Minnetonka, now picked up by Terrell. Terrell gets it up to center ice, and that's picked up by Bertoglii. Bertoglii fires a shot, and it goes off the stick of one of the Eden Prairie players and goes out of play. So, seems the action now picking up a little bit there, Brett. So, Johannes and Bowman will face it off on the corner here in the Eden Prairie zone. Puck dropped around on the far side. Eden Prairie trying to break it out. It's picked up by Steen. He's trying to get around the defenseman. Tries a centering pass just the top of the circle. Minnetonka intercepts it. They throw it to neutral ice. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen throws it on the near side boards. Now Minnetonka dumps it in. Eden Prairie gains control. Steen gets it up to the winger number 27, Johannes. Johannes on the near side takes a shot saved by Hansen. And now the puck rolls around behind the net, picked up by Eden Prairie as they'll try to break something out. He's challenged by Bowman, the defenseman there, but Eden Prairie comes out with it. Number 17, Johannes goes to the net. Now they try a center pass. There's a shot by Steen, and that hits traffic. I believe that was blocked by number 2, Doctor for Minnetonka. And they'll get it out to the point to Royal. Royal fires a shot. Hansen makes the save. Now we got a scramble in front of the net, and it's cleared by Minnetonka. Lieberman takes a shot. He fires it. That goes wide, and that comes clear over here. DeRaney takes a shot. That goes wide. Eden Prairie getting some shots here now. Puck comes over to the near side. Olsen with it. Going around the net. Centering pass. Nobody there. Picked up by Minnetonka. Paciano gets it up to Pass with it, trying to dink around Lieberman. He loses the puck, and Eden Prairie gains control. Down in their own zone, slid over to Lieberman. Lieberman back over to the other defenseman. Puck gets lost in neutral ice. Minnetonka picks it up. Just across the red line is Elder. Elder dumps it in the zone, picked up by Lieberman. Lieberman on the near corner. He tries to get it up to his winger, but it's picked up by the defenseman Terrell. Terrell fires a shot into traffic, and that's picked up by Olsen. Olsen comes across the red line, still has control, tries a centering pass, but that's thrown out by Kuzma. Now the puck in the corner comes out on the side of the circle, and it's just kind of slapped at the goalie, Hansen, and Minnetonka will pick it up on the far side circle, trying to pick up that number 3, Kuzma. Kuzma up at neutral ice, number 27, Andes just fires it into the corner. That'll be picked up by number 9, Young. Young behind his own net for Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie will try to break it out of their zone. It comes across the blue line. Minnetonka's there to fire it right back in. That was Rogers. We are at the 8:24 mark here in the first period. Minnetonka trying to get something going in the Eden Prairie zone, but they're not having a lot of luck. Now we got an offsides call as Molinar sends it into the Eden Prairie zone, and we'll have a face-off just outside the circle. So Eden Prairie putting a little pressure on. Minnetonka still trying to find their way maybe a little bit. And Middlestat just took the face-off against number 16, Kavanaugh. Eden Prairie controls the puck. It's inside the circle. There's a shot and a save by Hansen on the far side. Puck picked up by Minnetonka. Number 19, number 7 now with it. Now number 8. Now we're coming across. Minnetonka takes a shot, and that's wide. That shot was by Van Zandt. Van Zandt slides it up to Bertoglai. Bertoglai in the corner with number 8, Delaney for Eden Prairie, and they're tying it up in their skates. Now the puck squirts out. This is Middlestat trying to break it out, and he does. Gets it over to his winger, Sullivan. Sullivan on the far side, dumps it in the corner. That's chased by Eden Prairie's number 16, Graham, and he comes out with the puck. Takes a shot and a save by Hansen, and we'll have a whistle. Looks like they called a hand pass on that one. And the captain, number 16, Graham, had a great opportunity to get a shot there, but apparently there was a hand pass between Middlestat and Graham there, so they blew the whistle. So the face-off will be in the far side circle in the Minnetonka zone. It'll be taken by Rogers for Minnetonka. And now they send Emerson in to take the face-off. Puck in the corner down there. Doctor with it. Doctor trying to get it out of his zone, but it squirts out into the center slot area. Minnetonka with it in center ice. That's Molinar. Molinar trying to go around the defenseman, but he loses the puck. Eden Prairie picks it up. They send it over to the far side boards, and it's kept in by Minnetonka's number 22, Bertoglai. Oh, there's a shot and a goal by number 23, Rogers. Bertoglai just slid it across on the blue line, and Minnetonka leads Eden Prairie 1-0 at the 6:59 mark here at the Pagel Activity Center. So Minnetonka finally gets a goal. Not a lot of opportunities, but I don't think Dorschner really saw the puck. It went by him there. Well, they took advantage of it, and as coaches will tell you, a shot is never a bad idea, and they took the shot that time. Hansen makes a save as Eden Prairie gets an opportunity for a kind of a weak shot. That was number 27 for Eden Prairie, Johannes. So Steen will take the face-off for Eden Prairie. He'll face number 17, Bowman for Minnetonka. It's on the near side circle down in the skipper zone. There's a shot by Lawrence. Hansen the save. Scrum in front of the net, and Minnetonka picks it up. Number 12, Picciano gets it up. He sends it in the zone as he gets checked into the boards. Number 3, Royale's down there. He gets it over to his winger, number 17, Lawrence. Lawrence gets it up to Steen, and he's across the red line. Now the blue line. He's poke checked there by the defenseman, but it's picked up by Eden Prairie. There's a shot and a save by Hansen, and Hansen gets checked by Johannes, and I believe we're going to have a penalty here. Minnetonka is on the power play. And I think you're right. Johannes probably gave a little extra there. And, well, he knocked him right into the net, knocked the net back and everything. So the face-off down in the Eden Prairie zone. Minnetonka on the power play. Minnetonka sends it around the corner, but it's picked up by Eden Prairie, and they'll send it all the way down the ice. This is chased by, well, the goaltender Hansen picks it up. Instead, sends it over to the far side boards. Dumped back in by Ryan. Ryan over to Skarda. Skarda gets it over to Miller. Miller gets it back over to Skarda, and Skarda's all alone on the far side going into the circle. Comes around on the near side of the net, goes all the way around. Eden Prairie trying to break it out. Scarta chasing it with the Eden Prairie defenseman as Eden Prairie trying to clear the zone and does. Hansen will come back out and send it back up ice, and that's picked up by Ryan. Ryan takes a shot, and Dorschner makes the save, sends it over here to the near side. Minnetonka trying to gain control. There's a shot. That goes wide. Scarta's right there. Almost a nice opportunity for Scarta there. Minnetonka trying to work the power play. They take another shot from high in the blue line right in the middle. Dumped in there another shot. It was kind of a weak shot by Van Zandt. And DeRocher makes the save. I'll get that name right sooner or later. So Minnetonka is still on the power play with 56 seconds on that power play. 5:12 on the clock. Face-off will be here in the near side circle. Puck's controlled by Minnetonka, slides it over to his defenseman, Doctor. Doctor in the middle of the blue line, slides it over to his winger, number 14, Malonar, and then he tries to get it high in the slot, but the puck gets deflected, and now back over in the far side circle, that's number 14, Molinar. Molinar with it, gets it down, almost tried to get it to the back door to number 21, Terrell, but the pass went wide, got deflected, and it went all the way down in the Minnetonka zone. So Terrell will break it out. Picked up by Miller. Miller loses it to the Eden Prairie player who's just laying on the puck now. Now Doctor will have it. He slides it over to Terrell. Terrell with it. He'll take a look. Tries to get it over to his winger, number 9. Pass. Pass brings it into the zone. And there's only a few seconds left in this power play. And oh no! Pass lost the puck, or Doctor lost the puck, and the Eden Prairie player could have had a breakaway, but lost his stick. Eden Prairie back at full strength. This is Lieberman. Lieberman with a center pass, but that's blocked by traffic. Number 21, Terrell, blocked that. And thank goodness he did for the Minnetonka fans. Puck at neutral ice. Lieberman slides it over here to number 8, Delaney. Delaney just inside his blue line, gives it back over to Lieberman. Lieberman to his centerman, Steen. Steen with it across the blue line, falls down, loses it. Picked up by Kuzma. Kuzma gives it to number 26, Elder. Elder in the corner, being chased by Lieberman. Now coming out with it. Oh, he tried to come out with it. Eden Prairie tapped it down the zone, but it hit one of the Minnetonka players, Kuzma's stick, so it won't be icing. Minnetonka will break it out, sent into center ice. They can't control the puck. Eden Prairie had an opportunity. Now it's over on the far side boards. That'll be picked up by number 8, Delaney. He sends it in the zone, chased by Kuzma. But Hansen intercepts it and throws it around here on the near side boards to Andes. Andes fighting it with Lieberman. Lieberman loses the puck to number 27, Andes. Andes tried to get it out of the zone, but it's kept in by Eden Prairie, and they're down on the far corner, chased by Elder. Elder just fires it down the ice, and we're going to have an icing call and a little bit of break in the action. So Minnetonka getting a little tired there as Eden Prairie's putting some good pressure on, Brett. You're making me hungry, Brett. And speaking of hungry, we're going to find out which team is hungry as this battle for the number 1 seed in Section 2A continues here between Eden Prairie and Minnetonka. We just had a play right in front of the Minnetonka bench. Just a nice collision, but the puck is down in the near side corner in Eden Prairie zone, picked up by number 8, Ryan. Ryan with it, gets a centering pass, and he fanned on the shot. That was Van Zandt. Didn't get all of it, and so a missed opportunity there. Now we'll have an offsides call as Van Zandt fires it into the Eden Prairie zone, but tapped one of the Minnetonka players, and we'll have a face-off here. So, and they'll bring it to center ice. Yeah. Batoguli and Irwin take the face-off. Puck down in the zone, picked up by Miller. Miller gets it up on the near side boards. And Minnetonka, there's Scarta with it. Goes to the net and a save by DeRocher. And they blow a quick whistle. So Scarta from Minnetonka turning on the afterburners here on the near side circle. Boy, he does have some speed. So Eden Prairie trying to break out of their zone, sends it into neutral ice, and Minnetonka picks it up. Rogers with it. He'll just dump it in. Eden Prairie picks it up, but Rogers picks it back up in front of the net. He's high on the slot, takes a shot. It's blocked by traffic. Picked up by Johannes. Johannes with it now on the near side across the blue line, waiting for his guys. There's a shot on net on Hansen, and that deflects high into the netting off Hansen's stick. So almost a quick opportunity there for Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie almost had an opportunity. There's a centering pass, and that goes wide to the net. Comes all the way on the near side of the boards, controlled by the Skippers. This is number 12, Paciano. Paciano takes a shot, but that goes wide as it's deflected by the defenseman for Eden Prairie. Puck over on the far corner. Controlled as we got 1 minute left in the period. Picked up by Middlestat. Middlestat tried a centering pass. That gets drawn into the near side corner. Number 16, Graham is there. Graham fighting for the puck. Minnetonka picks it up. Paciano with it is checked off the puck by the defenseman. That's Lieberman, and picked up by Pass. Pass trying to find somebody to pass it to, and he just sends it toward the front of the net, and there's a little scramble there, and DeRochner had his eye on it. There's another centering pass, but that's broken up by the Eden Prairie defenseman. And number 16 now with it for Minnetonka, trying to Graham. That's for Minnetonka. Number 16, Kavanaugh, was trying to get something going, and he almost had a one-timer, but fanned on the shot there. Eden Prairie dumps it in the zone. That was number 12, Sullivan, and Minnetonka will send it all the way down to the Eden Prairie zone as they pick it up, and they're trying to get something going as we come to the end of the period. And Minnetonka, with the goal, leads the Eden Prairie Eagles 1-0 here. And I think these two teams are just going to come out stronger in the second period.
Yeah, absolutely. And this game kind of continues the storyline we saw in that second matchup a few weeks ago at the Eden Prairie Community Center, where the Skippers doing a nice job kind of bottling up that top line that the Eagles have of Michael Graham and Casey Middlestad. They didn't really have a lot of grade A opportunities here in this first period. Meanwhile, the Skippers, on the other hand, were able to take advantage of their best opportunity on that one-time shot to take that 1-0 lead. But certainly looking forward to an exciting second period of hockey coming up here from Pagel.
So we're going to take a break and let the teams rest up, get the ice freshened up. And again, you're listening live on PSB Media, and we'll be back with the second period in about 15 minutes.
Hi, this is Tom Leonard at Fury Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. And I'd like to invite you down to our year-end blockbuster sales event with 0% interest to 75 months on some of our most popular vehicles, like the Dodge Charger, Chrysler 200, Chrysler Town & Country, Ram 1500, and the Jeep Cherokee. All 0% interest, zero, none, the big O till 2022, all right here at Fury Motors, 494 in Concord. Don't miss out today.
Stream your games in HD like the pros. Have a game you want streamed? PSP is here to help. PSP offers its HD streaming services to meet your request, whether you want one game, a tournament, or even an entire season's worth of games live streamed. Every broadcast features professional play-by-play announcers, instant replay, on-screen graphics, multiple camera angles, and much more. Plus, you can even make money from broadcasting. By having PSP stream your games, you create an opportunity to bring in additional revenue to your team or booster club. You can make money from pay-per-view broadcasts, DVD and digital download sales of the broadcasts, and even control of the advertising space on the broadcasts. So what are you waiting for? Get your team on air and stream in HD like the pros. Contact production at psbmn.com to get started today.
toughest sport on skates. Fastest sport on skates. Quebec City, Canada. Germany. Jyväskylä, Finland. St. Paul, USA. Watch it live. RedBullCrashed.com.
Dudes, yeah, been a couple of A-plus roommates. I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that?
We're literally out of milk.
And that theater troupe.
Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal, Mom, Dad. My new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
The Sun Current is proud to be your community news leader for over 50 years. Each week you can read their in-depth coverage on local government, school district news, high school sports matchups, community events, and newsmakers. The Sun Current's website is now mobile user-friendly and provides breaking local news coverage daily. Check it out at current.mnsun.com.
Jim Wardeen with Corporate 4 Insurance is your one-stop shop for business and personal insurance. With over 30 years' experience, Jim knows the importance of personal relationships and actually getting to know his clients so he can find the right, customizable protection for everything that's important to you. Plus, Jim is an independent agent, which means he's able to shop for the best rates among more than 100 A and A-plus rated carriers. Jim also believes in giving back to the community. As the parent of an Eden Prairie High School athlete, he volunteers with the Eden Prairie High School Band, Eden Prairie Hockey Association, is an active member of the Eden Prairie Chamber of Commerce, and supporter of the Pinky Swear Foundation. That means you know you're working with someone who knows the community. So start saving on protecting everything that's important to you by calling Jim Wardeen with Corporate 4 Insurance, 952-746-3075, online at BetterMinnesotaInsurance.com.
Hey, pal, if you haven't swung over to CrankyApe.com, then you're missing the coolest auction site on the web. CrankyApe.com is the only joint you'll ever need for ridiculous deals on bank repos, insurance reparables, and dealer liquidations. We have everything that rolls, floats, or has an engine, and the selection changes every day. And don't worry if you're not a wrench, most of our stuff don't need nothing but a coat of wax. Bottom line, if you're born to bid, you shouldn't be monkeying around anywhere else.
Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
There comes a time when even an all-star sister can use some assistance himself.
Do I need to be worried about identity theft? Everybody does. So that's when somebody tries to use my name? My likeness? Yes, sir. Like if they try to look like me, but with a fake mustache? Yep. And glasses? Yes, exactly. I think I'm gonna need some help with that.
When assisting is in your blood, you know it.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie. A local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com.
I really loved this book. Me too. What was your favorite part? The beginning? The beginning was good. Did anyone actually read the book?
I really like this wine.
You don't need a book club to drink wine with friends. Great wine and globally inspired food at Noodles & Company, your world kitchen.
That toughest sport on skates. Fastest sport on skates. Quebec City, Canada. Germany. Jyväskylä, Finland. St. Paul, USA. Watch it live. RedBullCraftIce.com.
Winter.
Yeah, give me a break.
It's never too early to think green. Springtime Lawns and Savings. The Mulch Store is a great community resource for landscaping and other landscaping materials. Coming soon, the Mulch Store will be offering its in-store products online. MulchStoreMN.com. Browse and buy mulch, soils, grass seed, rocks, edging, and more. Everything you need to make your neighbors green with envy. The MulchStoreMN.com. Store locations in Burnsville, Minnetonka, Rosemount, and Shakopee.
Well, welcome back to the Pagel Activity Center, and the puck just dropped here for the second period of this game between Minnetonka and Eden Prairie. In hockey land, those are two powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10. Mike Ross, Brett Johnson, and Kevin Hegstrom with you on PSBmedia.com. Minnetonka brings it into the zone, loses the puck, and Eden Prairie will bring it back out. That's chased by the defenseman Kuzma. Kuzma around his net, fires around here on the near side, trying to get it up to Skarda. Skarda, who's been quiet tonight, has had one opportunity. Oh, there's kind of a soft shot, and Minnetonka is getting some opportunities there as number 14 for Minnetonka was right there. Molinar almost putting the puck in the net, but the puck was kind of doing a little dance and didn't want to stay on his stick there.
Yeah, it's always could happen when you kind of get that rolling puck. You saw that a little bit of that one-touch pass there that led to a good opportunity there for the Skippers. That's their fourth scoring chance of the game. After one period, it was 3-3 in terms of scoring chances for both squads. Shots on goal in the first period were 9-4 in favor of the Eden Prairie Eagles.
And Rogers with the only goal tonight for Minnetonka as they lead 1-0. And that assist was by Molinar, so Molinar almost had an assist and a goal. Puck goes down in the Minnetonka zone. Chased by Miller. Miller in the corner getting harassed by the Eden Prairie player. And the puck goes behind the net as Eden Prairie tries to get something going here in the skipper's zone. Lost by number 11, Middlestad, who's been kind of quiet tonight too, along with Scarta. Royal with it on the near side. He's trying to get it out, but Minnetonka's right there to deny him that. And he'll pick the puck back up, and he's checked into the boards by Minnetonka's number 12, Pasciano. There's an opportunity for Minnetonka and a save by DeRocher as number 12 for Minnetonka, Pasciano, is there. We got a little mix-up. Referee is doing a little hugging, keeping the players separate. That's number 12 for Eden Prairie, Sullivan, trying to mix it up with the Minnetonka player, and I'm not sure if we're going to get any penalties here or not, and I think we are. Number 17's going to the box for Minnetonka. That'll be Bowman, and you can probably see better on the replay what happened, but they both just mixed it up a little bit. That's number 3, Royale, going to the box for Eden Prairie. So we'll play even hockey here still, but it'll be 5-on-5 still, I guess is how they do it. I guess I remember the days when it used to be 4-on-4, but they don't do that anymore. So Blackowicz will take the face-off for Eden Prairie. Minnetonka controls it there. Scarta with a shot and a centering pass, but that's blocked by traffic. Out to the point, sent back in. Now picked up by Eden Prairie. Blackowicz, or however you say that name. Help me out, Brett.
Yeah, I've heard so many people go different.
Oh, there's a centering pass by Eden Prairie, but nobody home. Scarta with it now across the blue line. He gets a pass up to his teammate, and his teammate comes around on the near side. Looked like he was tripped, but no penalty. Eden Prairie will bring it up. This will be number 6. I can't even say Blakowiak. I need you. It's like you're my English teacher.
Yeah, you should hear some of the PA announcers we've had at road games, so you're not the only one.
Scarta picks it up for Minnetonka. He tries a little split between his legs, gets a little shot off as he dragged the puck, but the goaltender DeRocher is there to make the save. So Scarta starting to make a little noise here in the second period early.
Yeah, boy, I really like the way he's played in this game thus far. Had a good scoring opportunity there. Also had a couple of good chances back in the first period. Certainly brought his A game.
Well, had a couple opportunities there for sure. So face-off just outside the skipper zone. Puck dribbles in. That's picked up by number 8, Ryan. Ryan trying to get to the net. He's in the corner with it now. Stick handling with it. Looks like Lawrence picks it up, and that's, he tries a centering pass, and then it'll go all the way down the ice, and no icing. So down in the Minnetonka zone, down in the far corner, over on the near side boards, picked up and saved by Hansen as the Eden Prairie player got a shot off from bottom of the circle over there. Eden Prairie behind the Minnetonka zone with it. I'm trying to pick up that number. Oh, there's a shot and a save by Hansen. Puck is loose now, picked up behind the net, and it's blocked by the Minnetonka player, Ryan. So Ryan saved the day there. And that happened really quick for Eden Prairie. And we're going to have a face-off just outside the Minnetonka zone on the far dot. Looks like Johannes will take it for, that'll be Middlestad against Minnetonka's McGannon to take the face-off. Controlled by Eden Prairie. Lieberman with it across the blue line. Slap shot and goes wide of the net. Goes all the way over to the far side of the boards. Pass, tries to get it out of the zone, but can't. So now he regains control of it, but he lost it, and then the puck squirted out into the Eden Prairie zone. That's Johannes with it. He circles around on the far side circle, tries to get it up to his winger. It goes all the way down the ice. Now this is chased by Minnetonka and picked up by number 21, Terrell. Terrell tried to send it in, but Eden Prairie intercepted that, so now it's just inside the blue line, and we'll have an offsides as Minnetonka did not tag up as the Minnetonka player, number 9, lost his stick, his glove, Probably his wallet. Who knows what else as he was trying to get across the line. But either way, we'll have the face-off. We're at the 13-minute mark here in the second period. Minnetonka leads Eden Prairie 1-0. Puck controlled by the Skippers. The Skippers send it in the zone. It's chased by Skarda. Skarda over there on the near side. He can't gain control of it. Eden Prairie gets it out of the zone. Picked up by Kuzma. Kuzma sends it back in. The defenseman for Eden Prairie picks that up. He's on the near side boards. Comes across the blue line. And that's number 19, Trumpy. Trumpy trying to get it out of zone. Now Buklowicz tried to get it out of the zone, and number 3, Royal, finally does. Minnetonka with it at the red line. They'll come across the blue line. They lose the puck. That was number 23 for Minnetonka. Rogers who lost the puck, and Eden Prairie dumps it in. Hansen's there to try to stop it. Chased in the near side corner now. Skarda with the puck. Skarda tries a centering pass, but gives it right to the Eden Prairie player. Nice soft backhand, just lobs it in. Minnetonka picks it up, sends it around the boards, and picked up by Eden Prairie, Delaney, and he got a shot off. That went far. Now the puck just goes all the way down to the Eden Prairie Eagles zone. As they try to break it out, Minnetonka's keeps it right in. That was Elder. Elder sends it back in. Picked up by Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie breaking it out. Trying to get it across the red line, but they're having a little bit of trouble. Delaney Olson now sends it back in, but Doctor's right there he tried to get it in and brought it back out, so now they send it back in. Eden Prairie chases the puck. That's number 2, Hartle. Hartle for Eden Prairie into the game. He loses the puck, picked up by the defenseman, number 7, Van Zandt. He fires a shot, but that's blocked in traffic, and that goes to the far corner. As Eden Prairie tries to break it out, but Van Zandt trying to get it, but Olsen gets around him, loses the puck, picked up by Blokowicz. He's got a shot, another shot, and saved by Hansen. So Hansen with a double save there, and here comes Minnetonka. That's broken up by Lieberman. Van Zandt picks it up, brings it in his own zone. He'll try to get it back up ice to one of his teammates, but they can't get anything going, so the puck comes down on their side. Wrapped around the net, picked up by number 23, Steen. Steen loses the puck. Lieberman picks it up for Eden Prairie. And now we got a 2-on-1 Eden Prairie. Graham on the far side. There's a shot saved by Hansen. Hansen almost took it right in the chops and went right under his neck. Picked up by Kuzma. Kuzma now loses it. Kavanaugh is there. Eden Prairie steals it. And Graham with the puck on the far side across the circle, goes to the net, comes around, now stops. Now the net gets thrown off its quarters as Eden Prairie's number 23, Steen, just kind of just ran into the net like I need a break or something.
Boy, I just watched the replay right here, Mike. That was definitely right off the face mask. You could kind of tell by the funny reaction there by the Minnetonka goaltender. Wasn't quite expecting that, but hey.
I think he was looking for the pass.
Yeah. Well, hey, save with any part of your body works. It counts on the score sheet.
So the face-off in the far side circle. That goes down in the corner, comes up on the boards, controlled by Eden Prairie's, that was Middlestad with it, but he lost it. And the puck, Royal chasing it all the way down in the Eden Prairie zone in the corner there. That's passed, now picked up by Eden Prairie. They try a centering pass, and that's just a little bit too far for Johannes. Miller sends it back in. Now Eden Prairie gains control, gets it up to Sullivan, or tries to. Sullivan across the red line. He'll dump it into the Minnetonka zone. Minnetonka will slap it back out. Sullivan keeps it back in for Eden Prairie. Here's Middlestad, centering pass back to Middlestad, but it went behind him. Was not ready for that pass. And Minnetonka gains control, and it's picked up by Paciano. Goes over to the far corner. There's a shot and a tip by Paciano, and that goes wide of the net of DeRocher. So DeRocher got lucky and didn't have to make the save there. Eden Prairie trying to get out of their zone. Down in the corner, bringing it across the blue line is Royal. Royal with it now, dumps it. Well, it hits his own player at the blue line. That's number 11, Middlestad. Middlestad going to the net. Tries to do a counter, but loses the puck. But the other Eden Prairie player is there down in the corner. Tries to send it back down to Middlestad. Now Middlestad has it tied up in his skates. Minnetonka gains control of it. This is number Rogers with it. Rogers with a pass way up to Molinar. Molinar gets hammered by Delaney, and here's a chase for the puck. Johansson with it, he scores! That was Graham, excuse me. They lost the puck as that huge check took place in the corner, and Eden Prairie ties it up 1-1 here, Brett.
Yeah, let's take a look at that big check there on the replay. That kind of spearheaded that effort and stopped all of Minnetonka's momentum trying to create something in the Eden Prairie zone. Then Graham with a great move, deking the goaltender, going backhand and getting that top shelf. That's tougher to do than it looks, trying to get it that high on your backhand. What a play by Michael Graham, knotting this game up at 1.
It was like the whole arena froze on that check, and then Graham just got the puck, and now he's fired up. He's got the puck inside the blue line, taps it inside the zone. That's picked up by Eden Prairie as they're trying to get a play set up in the Minnetonka zone, as Minnetonka's kind of scrambling right now. And the puck is still down in the corner. There's scramble for it. Now it's brought out by Steen. Steen loses the puck. Now Graham gets it. Graham loses the puck, and the Minnetonka, well, they just can't get it out of their zone, and now they do. That's picked up by Van Zandt. Van Zandt across the blue line. He's got a wide-open shot. He shoots, and what a save by DeRocher. DeRocher with a great pad save there. Down in the corner now, Minnetonka and Eden Prairie fighting for it. Brought out here by Lieberman. Lieberman can't control it. Now it's picked up by number 17, Lawrence. Lawrence across the blue line, a slap shot, and that goes high and wide to the net. Minnetonka picks it up, trying to get it out of their zone. Van Zandt picks it up in the far corner, sends it up the boards, and that comes all the way down in the Eden Prairie zone. Irwin there to get it. He goes out on the far side of the net, centers it up to his wingman. He tries to dump it in, but it's intercepted by Terrell. Terrell centers a pass, but it's intercepted as he tried to pass it up to one of his teammates, and now Eden Prairie has a tag up as it's in the Minnetonka zone. Van Zandt with it. Van Zandt looking for somebody. Centers it over all the way to number 8, Ryan. Ryan into the zone. Puts it into the corner. Chased by Eden Prairie. And comes out to the point now to Doctor. Doctor sends it in the near side corner. Number 16, Kavanaugh chasing the puck. Now he backs off as he's being held against the boards against Roel. Also number 8, Brian, is down there. And the puck comes out and on the near side boards, and here comes the Eden Prairie Eagles. Bukowicz all the way onto the near side circle. Does a stop and turn, loses the puck, tried to center it to Johansson, but missed it. Minnetonka picks it up, slaps it up, picked up by number 22, Bertogli. Bertogli in front of the net, shot saved by DeRocher. Wow, what a point-blank shot that was, and a save by DeRocher. And here comes Minnetonka again. Save, and another save. Minnetonka putting the pressure on here. And Eden Prairie trying to clear the zone, but it's kept in by Doctor. Fires it in behind the net. The defenseman for Eden Prairie tries to get it up to the near side, and then it's still in the Eden Prairie zone. They can't get it out. Middlestat with it. Tries to get it up to Sullivan. Sullivan can't control it. Now pass. Sends it over to his teammate, and almost another opportunity as it turns around, takes a shot, and it's blocked by traffic. Oh my goodness. Paciano almost had another great opportunity. Johannes brings it into the Minnetonka zone. Minnetonka trying to get it out of their zone. Picked up by pass. He's on the far side. Taps it up to Kavanaugh. Or rather, that's Miller. Miller with a shot and a save by DeRocher. DeRocher's all of a sudden gotten hot here. Out to the point to Kuzma. Kuzma slides it over to Miller. Miller fires a shot, and that goes high into the netting. And Minnetonka has gotten red hot here in the second period, Brett.
Absolutely, but DeRocher, as you said, with a couple of great saves in the past few minutes. Now, an opportunity probably 2 or 3 minutes ago, did a great job coming out of his crease to cut off the angle when the Skippers were really buzzing in the Eden Prairie zone. Like really entertaining hockey here about midway through this second period.
So at Pagel Activity Center, we are tied 1-1. Eden Prairie and Minnetonka. A late conference matchup, a Section 2A matchup. Both ranked in the top 10. I think the crowd's gotten a little bigger as the game has gone on, too, Brett. I noticed the bottom half is definitely filled in.
Yeah, this is one of the better crowds I've seen here at Pagel Activity Center over the past 3 or 4 years since we've been at these games. Usually it's kind of been about half full, which is surprising, being these two teams are usually highly ranked and big rivals, but a great turnout. I would say the bleachers probably a good 80-85% full, and then plenty of people here in the standing room only section as well.
So Minnetonka drives to the net but loses the puck, and here comes Eden Prairie. This is Graham with it on the near side across the blue line. Tries a little juke in between the legs, does gain control of the puck, sends it down in the corner. Picked up by Liverman. Liverman takes a shot, and that goes off the back of Hansen. Now over on the far side, the point rifles a shot, but that's blocked by the Minnetonka player Ryan. And Eden Prairie gains, well, I thought they had controls. They tried to center it, and Minnetonka grabbed it, and they tried to get it in the zone, but Graham intercepts that. He's just inside the blue line of Minnetonka, sends it down in the corner. Walking out, but takes a shot and a save by Hansen. That was number 5. Not sure who that is for Eden Prairie. That's Olsen. Olsen took the shot, and Hansen made the save. Eden Prairie in the zone now, in the skipper zone. The Skippers, and here comes Scarta. Scarta across his own blue line at center ice, tries to get a pass over to Molinar. Molinar can't handle it. Picked up by Doctor. He'll throw a high something or other over here to the near side boards, and that goes out of play into the Minnetonka bench as Scarta was trying to gain control of the puck. So we are at 3:51 here in the second period. Again, we are tied. This is PSBmedia.com, where they do a great job of broadcasting games, and some of the games are on PSB Media, and also you can go to EdinaTourney.com and catch some of the youth hockey action. All you have to do is go to the websites, find out when the broadcasts are, and just click the right items, and you'll be able to watch live hockey. Eden Prairie, Sullivan to that save as he took a shot. Hansen with a nice, easy glove save there. Well, I should never say easy because they're never guaranteed.
Yeah, I never played goalie back in my day, Mike. I don't know if you played any goalie at all back in your hockey playing
Not a
days.
chance.
Yeah.
But he made it look easy.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that always works. Got to have that right mindset to play goalie, and, boy, a lot of pressure to play that position.
So Sullivan and Bowman will take the face-off in the far corner in the Minnetonka skipper zone. Controlled, Sullivan in the corner. He loses the puck. Puck comes just outside the blue line, and Eden Prairie will pick it up. He'll slide it over to the defenseman here, Irwin. Irwin sends it into the zone. Hansen intercepts it. Johannes with it. He's checked off by Kuzma. Kuzma and Johansson trying to fight for it in the corner. Now it pops out. There's a shot on Hansen, and he makes the save. That was Middlestat trying to get the puck into the defenseman, and there's a scramble in front of the net. Now we got a broken stick. And Johannes with it. Now he gets it over to he tried to get it over to his teammate Sullivan, but he lost it. And here come the Skippers. Number 9 pass, loses it. Eden Prairie picks it up. Middlestat gets it up to Miller, or not Miller, but his winger, Trumpy. Trumpy trying to keep it in the zone. He'll fire a shot from the blue line, saved by Hansen. Hansen right on it. Had a beat on the puck. Minnetonka breaking it out of their zone, almost a nice breakout, but that was broken up by number 44, Emerson. Picked up by Kuzma here on the near side, and here come the Skippers. Number 26, Elder, brings it in, tries a centering pass, but doesn't work out. Eden Prairie sends it across into the neutral ice as they try to dump it. Emerson gets it. He slides it up to number 6, Bukowicz. Bukowicz is tripped up, and we're going to have a penalty.
Boy, for two rivals out here, Mike, not a lot of penalties in this game thus far. We had that one Minnetonka power play back in the first period, and this one, pretty obvious infraction for the referee to call. As kind of got his arm all tangled up there with Blakowiak for the Eagles, and that'll put Eden Prairie on the power play for the first time this evening.
Well, as the score is 1-1, time remaining here in the second period is 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Eden Prairie will be on the power play. The face-off will be with Sullivan and Kavanaugh here in the near side circle out to the point. Roll with it, sends it over to his winger now on the far side. That's picked up by Middlestat. Middlestat stick handling with it, gets it down behind the net. That's picked up by Picciano. He gets it up to Lieberman. Lieberman out to the point to Royal. Royal over to Middlestat. Middlestat at the circle. Shot! And a glove save by Hansen. All right, you want to help me out one more time with that number 6 name?
Always the one name. It's Blakowiak.
Blakowiak,
yeah.
Blakowiak.
And he's really done a nice job this season, kind of playing on that third line for the Eagles. He's occasionally been up on, I guess they don't really have a second line when they have Middlestat and Graham split up kind of on that 2A, 2B, or 1A, 1B line, I should say. But primarily seen time in that third line. Done a nice job anchoring it for Eagles.
Oh, and there's a shot by Lieberman from the point. And Eden Prairie scores on the power play. As we're trying to figure out names, Eden Prairie got control of it. And a nice shot from the point, just in between the blue line and the top of the circle. And Eden Prairie suddenly leads 2-1.
That is just how you want to draw it up on the faceoff. A beautiful faceoff win by Nolan Sullivan. Early in this season, the Eden Prairie Eagles had a whole bunch of faceoff wins that led to immediate goals. It's been a while since we've seen one, but that time they were able to get it to work out. Sullivan drawing it back to Nicky Lieberman, who had a huge game against Wyzetta, scoring 2 goals, and certainly continues his good play with the go-ahead goal for the Eagles.
You know, when you practice, that's how it's supposed to work, and that time it worked out for him. Like you said, in Minnetonka now with it, we're getting down to close to the 1 minute mark, but here come the Skippers. There's a shot on net. No, my goodness. Scarta was right there. There's a fight for the puck. Number 23, Rogers, is there for Minnetonka. And I think they thought it was underneath the goaltender, DeRocher, but the puck wasn't, and Scarta and Rogers was right there. And they almost got a sneaky goal there to tie it up real quick.
Boy, I think you're right there, Mike. I saw that puck slithering around as the referee's whistle blew, as we see it there on replay. But, of course, all that matters is when the referee loses sight of the puck, no matter if it's covered or not, he's got to blow that whistle. And he was kind of in the corner, so didn't really have the best look at that puck with a bunch of players in the way, so he didn't see it, had to blow it dead. An unfortunate break for the Skippers.
So Rogers and Graham take the face-off, controlled by the Eagles. They'll send it up into neutral ice, but Minnetonka's right there, and a nice slap shot, but it went wide of the net. And Eden Prairie tried to break it out, but it's picked up by Rogers. Rogers over to Scarta. Scarta tried to slide it back over to him, but it was intercepted by the defenseman. And Minnetonka gains control. Scarta, he got held there, and no penalty. Woo! Woo, that was close. We're under a minute. We're at about 43 seconds here. And Eden Prairie with a shot on Hansen. Hansen comes out and makes the save. Oh, my. Eden Prairie almost made it 3-1. Minnetonka trying to keep it control the puck and get it out of their zone. And, the defenseman stands up, number 14, Molinar. But in comes Rogers. Rogers, Scarta tries to take a shot. No! It's in the net! It's in the net. I'm not sure if they're going to count this as a goal. That stick was awful high in the air, Brett.
Yeah, let's take a look at this here at the replay. Oh, yeah, that stick clearly way up in the air. That was almost above his shoulder level, so.
Oh, they're calling rail for a penalty, so Minnetonka with 20 seconds left here will be on the power play. So that was kind of a weird activity of events there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but somebody got his. Well, I'm sure they called him for high sticking, as my guess.
Yeah. I'm impressed by number 14 for Minnetonka's hand-eye coordination, hitting that out of the air and into the net. That puck was up above his head. He was able to nail that. I mean, it doesn't count, but still pretty impressive.
It's like some of those videos you see where the guy on a breakaway and scores around, flips around, and then wings it behind his back into the net. And anyways, Minnetonka still has 12 seconds here in the second period on the power play. It'll be Sullivan and Scarta on the face-off. Eden Prairie controls. Eden Prairie sends it in the zone. That's a shot right on Hansen into his chest, and he'll just hang on to it. So now we're down to 5.8 seconds. There's a minute 46 seconds left in this penalty to rail. So when we come out at the third period, Minnetonka will be on the power play for about a minute and 40 seconds. And that's kind of a huge advantage at that point.
Yeah, especially since they'll get that fresh sheet of ice to work with as well.
So it looks like we have some issues here with players switching on Minnetonka. The referee's not allowing them to switch, so they're making number 8, Ryan, come back out. Scarta and Sullivan will take the face-off here in the near side circle. So Minnetonka's goal is to get it down quick, maybe get a shot off, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen now. They're just going to hold the puck in the corner, let the clock run out, and let things go from there. So a change of events here. Unusual that I would say that Eden Prairie leads Minnetonka on Minnetonka's own ice. And they do lead 2-1 right now as Graham and Lieberman have goals for Eden Prairie. Rogers the only goal for Minnetonka. But remember, when we come back for the third period, Minnetonka will still be on the power play for 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we're going to take a break and let our sponsors do their thing. So again, from Pagel Activity Center here, it's Eden Prairie Eagles leading the Minnetonka Skippers 2-1, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Simpson, Clinic Administrator and Care Coordinator for Advocare Clinics located in Bloomington, Minnesota. I'd like to invite you to come on in for a free consultation to see how we can best serve you with our medical, chiropractic, and physical therapy services. Whether your problem is from an acute injury or a chronic pain management issue, we feel we can help you. Please give us a call, check us out on the internet, and come on in to see how we can best serve your needs.
Contact us at 952-835-6653 or online at advocaremn.com.
Hi, this is Tom Leonard at Fury Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. And I'd like to invite you down to our year-end blockbuster sales event with 0% interest to 75 months on some of our most popular vehicles, like the Dodge Charger, Chrysler 200, Chrysler Town & Country, Ram 1500, and the Jeep Cherokee. All 0% interest, zero, none, the big O till 2022, all right here at Fury Motors, 494 in Concord. Don't miss out today.
Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance is your one-stop shop for business and personal insurance. With over 30 years' experience, Jim knows the importance of personal relationships and actually getting to know his clients so he can find the right, customizable protection for everything that's important to you. Plus, Jim is an independent agent, which means he's able to shop for the best rates among more than 100 A and A-plus rated carriers. Jim also believes in giving back to the community. As the parent of an Eden Prairie High School athlete, he volunteers with the Eden Prairie High School Band, Eden Prairie Hockey Association, is an active member of the Eden Prairie Chamber of Commerce, and supporter of the Pinky Swear Foundation. That means you know you're working with someone who knows the community. So start saving on protecting everything that's important to you by calling Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance, 952-746-3075, online at BetterMinnesotaInsurance.com. Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean Pizza, Tavern Turkey Burger, as well as delicious breakfasts that are served 7 days a week. That's the Tavern on 4 and 5, just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
Correct, I have a life mate. Is that consequential?
With whom are you communicating?
Jake from Planet State Farm.
Jake from Planet State Farm at 0300 hours. State your identity.
It is Jake from Planet State Farm, home of Discount Double Check.
Describe your apparel, Jake from Planet State Farm.
Khakis.
Khakis. Explain.
A dull earthly garment covering male extremities.
Sounds most appropriate.
Save mass quantities, even at 0300 hours. Get to a better state.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbier's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbier.com.
Our goal at FCA Hockey is to help players and coaches become more confident in their game while challenging them to grow deeper in their relationship with Jesus Christ. FCA Hockey works with players of all levels, from professional to college, from adult to youth. FCA Hockey exists to make an eternal impact. With overnight and day camps, adult and junior tournaments, and specialty teams, we have opportunities for everyone. For more information on how you can get involved, check out FCA Hockey.
Hi, this is Tom Leonard at Fury Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. And I'd like to invite you down to our year-end blockbuster sales event with 0% interest to 75 months on some of our most popular vehicles, like the Dodge Charger, Chrysler 200, Chrysler Town & Country, Ram 1500, and the Jeep Cherokee. All 0% interest, zero, none, the big O till 2022, all right here at Fury Motors, 494 in Concord. Don't miss out today.
Stream your games in HD like the pros. Have a game you want streamed? PSP is here to help. PSP offers its HD streaming services to meet your request, whether you want one game, a tournament, or even an entire season's worth of games live streamed. Every broadcast features professional play-by-play announcers, instant replay, on-screen graphics, multiple camera angles, and much more. Plus, you can even make money from broadcasting. By having PSP stream your games, you create an opportunity to bring in additional revenue to your team or booster club. You can make money from pay-per-view broadcasts, DVD and digital download sales of the broadcasts, and even control of the advertising space on the broadcasts. So what are you waiting for? Get your team on air and stream in HD like the pros. Contact production at psbmn.com to get started today.
Toughest sport on skates. Fastest sport on skates. Quebec City, Canada. Germany. Jyväskylä, Finland. St. Paul, USA. Watch it live. RedBullCrackedice.com.
Dudes, yeah. Been a couple of A-plus roommates. And I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase. Remember that?
We're literally out to milk.
And that theater troupe.
Hey, down, up. Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal. Mom, Dad, my new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
Shop and save with Brandy Warmbeer's State Farm Insurance Office in Eden Prairie, a local connection at a lower cost. BrandyWarmbeer.com. Great food and great Great food and great sports. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5 in Eden Prairie. This season, the Tavern on 4 and 5 will be showing several PSB broadcasts of Eden Prairie boys hockey on the big screen TVs. So make it a night out. Get some great food and watch the EP boys hockey team at the Tavern on 4 and 5. Some of their classics include the Mediterranean pizza, the Tavern turkey burger, and my personal favorite, the cheesy tater tots. It's the Tavern on 4 and 5, located just blocks from Eden Prairie High School.
The Sun Current is proud to be your community news leader for over 50 years. Each week you can read their in-depth coverage on local government, school district news, high school sports matchups, community events, and newsmakers. The Sun Current's website is now mobile user-friendly and provides breaking local news coverage daily. Check it out at current.mnsun.com.
Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance is your one-stop shop for business and personal insurance. With over 30 years' experience, Jim knows the importance of personal relationships and actually getting to know his clients so he can find the right, customizable protection for everything that's important to you. Plus, Jim is an independent agent, which means he's able to shop for the best rates among more than 100 A and A-plus rated carriers. Jim also believes in giving back to the community. As the parent of an Eden Prairie High School athlete, he volunteers with the Eden Prairie High School Band, Eden Prairie Hockey Association, is an active member of the Eden Prairie Chamber of Commerce, and supporter of the Pinky Swear Foundation. That means you know you're working with someone who knows the community. So start saving on protecting everything that's important to you by calling Jim Mordine with Corporate 4 Insurance, 952-746-3075, online at betterminnesotainsurance.com.
Now we're coming back to you.
Well, welcome back to the Pagel Activity Center, where we're live in the third period here. Minnetonka and Eden Prairie. Minnetonka on the power play right now, trying to get the puck in. There's a shot from the point to score! Minnetonka ties it up. Number 19, Miller, fires a shot. And I don't even think DeRocher saw that one.
No, not at all. What a shot there from Minnetonka, and that's a big goal for them after Eden Prairie really had all the momentum there towards the end of the second period. A power play goal early. We're knotted up at 2, and this one, it's like another barn burner.
Well, that went right over her shoulder, I believe. But, yeah, we mentioned before we went to the break that what an opportunity for Minnetonka to have the power play to come into this third period. So we're tied 2-2 as Minnetonka scores very early here in the third period. Minnetonka trying to break it out of their zone, but, well, now they do. That's picked up by number 17, Bowman. Bowman across the blue line. Oh, offsides, number 12. Picaniano was just a little bit early getting across the blue line, so we'll have a face-off. I'm not sure where they're going to put this face-off. Yep, they'll put it on the dot on the near side here. So this will be Bowman and Graham face it off. Eden Prairie controls it, dump it in. That goes into the near side corner. Steen there picked up, and he's chased by Terrell. Now comes around the boards on the far side. Eden Prairie trying to, well, get something going, but nobody seems to want to gain control of the puck right now. Now another attempt to slap it in the zone. Finally, number 8, Deraney, gets it in the zone. That's chased by Kuzma. Kuzma leaves it there for his other defenseman, and he gets it up to the boards to Picaniano. Picaniano loses the puck, but then Minnetonka sends it out, but Eden Prairie, Lieberman picks it up. He's on the far side, takes a shot and a save by Hansen. So Lieberman just kind of got a lane open there and almost gave Eden Prairie the lead back, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to remind everyone again, if you want to contact us throughout the broadcast, we're announcers at psbmn.com, announcers at psbmn.com. And thanks everyone for tuning in for this big late conference matchup and Section 2AA matchup.
And what a great game, 15 minutes and 39 seconds, and we're tied at 2-2, two powerhouses in hockey land here, Minnetonka and Eden Prairie. And we're at the Pagel Activity Center in Minnetonka, Minnesota. And the puck is in the neutral ice now as we get back to the action. Picked up by Minnetonka as they'll try to fire it in the zone over. There's a shot by Skarda, and that kind of goes wide of the net. And I don't know why we got a whistle, but it looks like maybe the net moved there. I don't think DeRocher thought in a million years Scarta was going to take that shot, and it surprised him. I don't know if he fell back into the net that it surprised him so much or what happened there. But
yeah, let's take a look at this one more time on the replay here before the face-off. Yeah, definitely kind of a weird reaction to that shot.
So Minnetonka slides it over to the defensive, and they try to send it down to the Scarta, the team captain. Puck on the near side boards, picked up by Molinar. Molinar sends it over, chased by Scarta, but Eden Prairie gains control of it, and they send it into neutral ice. Now we're back and forth. Picked up by Minnetonka's number 19, Miller. He sends it over to the near side boards just underneath us here as we got to scramble for it, but here's Sullivan. Sullivan with a shot and a pass. He tried to slide it over. He could have taken the shot, and he tried to slide it over to Johannes, but it just went behind him, and Minnetonka dumps it in the Eden Prairie zone. Lieberman with it again, and both teams changed on the fly, so here comes Lieberman on the far side, across the line into the Minnetonka zone, takes a soft shot, and Hansen will put the glove on that, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off at 14:22 left here in the third period.
Randy Warmbier, State Farm Insurance Office, also brings us coverage of tonight's game. She's a local connection at a lower cost, whether you're looking for home insurance, auto insurance, life insurance. You'll shop for all the best rates. BrandyWarmbier.com, BrandyWarmbier.com.
Hansen with a save is the shot from Lieberman. Eden Prairie with it, trying to get something going. They lose the puck. Kavanaugh now with it. He tried to get it up to his winger, but that got broken up by the Eden Prairie player. And now trying to sneak behind the net is number 6.
Boy, Blakowiak.
Yeah,
he tried to sneak in that wraparound, Mike, and almost had the goaltender fooled.
So Minnetonka, there's a big check by Lieberman. The Minnetonka player, Ryan, tried to bring it across, and he just kind of crushed him to the ice. Oh, now we got a whistle because as the puck came off the glass, was hit by one of the Eden Prairie players on their own bench. Clock ticking down to 13 minutes and 38 seconds. Our score is tied at 2-2. Rogers and Molinar have scored for Minnetonka. Graham and Lieberman have scored for Eden Prairie. Face-off is down in the near side corner. Picked up by the Eden Prairie Eagles, and they'll break it out. Bringing it across the line is number 17, Lawrence. Lawrence with it. He'll send it to Rail. Oh, and Rail gets hammered by number 27, Andes. Eden Prairie still kind of controlling the puck, and now it bounces out into neutral ice. And here comes Middlestad. He crosses the line. He'll challenge the defenseman, and Graham will send it in. Gets down underneath the stern. Steen with it. Steen out to the point. He'll send it back in on the far corner. Now they're trying to move it around. That's picked up by number 16 for Eden Prairie down there, Graham, who's doing a great job tonight of moving the puck around. Out to the point. There's a shot. Oh, and it gets deflected and goes right over the net. That was number 9, Young, taking the shot. Graham down by the net. Picked up by Minnetonka now. Well, they lose the puck. Young almost kept it in, but he lost it. And now here come the Skippers. Andy's with it. Takes a shot. Saved by DeRocher. And that's how fast things can happen, folks. All of a sudden, you got all kinds of pressure. And then the puck can take a funny bounce. And now all of a sudden, we're down in the Eden Prairie end. Face-off will be taken by Minnetonka's number 17, Bowman. And Middlestat for Eden Prairie. We're tied at 2-2. 12 minutes and 29 seconds. At the point, there's a shot broken up by the defenseman, Lieberman. Lieberman will pick it up himself. He'll bring it across the Minnetonka blue line. Takes a shot and a save by Hansen. Hansen with a nice glove save on that one. It might have went wide of the net, but even so, for him to glove that, Brett, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Seen a lot of great goaltending in this game from both squads. They want to pass along a quick hello to Steve Olinger, who's watching the game, one of the assistant coaches for Eden Prairie, who's unable to make tonight's game. I know the team sends along their best wishes to Coach Olinger, and seeing a good game tonight, certainly wishes he was here.
Oh, Eden Prairie tried a centering pass. That was Middlestat, but nobody was home, and Minnetonka trying to bring it into the zone, but Middlestat picks it up, comes across the blue line on the near side. Tries to get it over to his winger and does, and there's a goal by number 8, I believe, scored at Delaney as Middlestat got a pass over to the far side just inside the circle. I didn't pick up that number, but it was number 8, Delaney. So Middlestat, maybe it was Johannes, I'm not sure, but Middlestat sure made that happen.
Boy, he did. Take a look at Delaney. Really a nice job anticipating that pass, just beating the Minnetonka goaltender, and Eden Prairie takes that 3-2 lead.
Well, at first it kind of looked like he wasn't going to be able to control the puck, but he did gain control, and all of a sudden we have a 3-2 lead. Eden Prairie over Minnetonka right now. 11 minutes and 49 seconds. Puck is in the Minnetonka zone. Will Minnetonka tie it up? We're in the third period of this Class 2A late conference matchup. Eden Prairie gains control of it. That's Graham with it, and now he loses it, and it's picked up by Skarda. Skarda trying to come across, and he does on the blue line going into the Eden Prairie zone. Now he kicks it out, and it's picked up by Eden Prairie. That's chased by Lawrence over there for Eden Prairie. He can't keep it. Now number 23, Rogers, over there kind of fighting with him, and neither one can kind of seem to get control of the puck. Now Steen gets involved. He sends it down in the Minnetonka zone. Steen gets it back out high, and the point gets it over to his teammate. Oh, my goodness, number 16, Kavanaugh, fired off a shot. That's Graham, excuse me, for Eden Prairie, and he was high in the circle, took a shot. That was a nice hard shot, too. Eden Prairie with the puck down in their own zone, coming across the blue line. This is Rail. Rail with it. Now on the near side, trying to gain control, and he's harassed by Schmidt. Puck gets into the Eden Prairie zone, now back out to neutral ice, now sent back in by the Skippers, and now it's brought back out by Lieberman. Lieberman in the Eden Prairie, or the Minnetonka zone. Minnetonka picks up the puck. This is Ryan. Ryan with it on the near side. He's got a 3-on-1 over to Doctor. Doctor back to, oh, he missed it! Holy moly, Ryan missed the net. He had a wide open. Woo!
And that is something you can't do in a 3-on-1 situation. With your shot, you at least got to hit the net and create an opportunity for a rebound when you have those kinds of numbers. But, yeah, missing the net's certainly not an option. And another kind of unfortunate break for them, too, with DeRocher knocking the net off its moorings.
The setup was perfect, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. Face-off down on the far corner. Puck is, controlled by nobody right now. Now inside the blue line, kept in by Doctor. Doctor gets it into the zone, and now Eden Prairie sends it back out of the zone, floating all the way down to the skipper's zone, picked up by Terrell. Terrell in the corner now being chased as Doctor will pick it up for the Skippers. He slides it over back to Terrell. Terrell up to his winger, and now here come the Skippers. This is Ryan again, another opportunity, but DeRocher's there, throws his stick out there and gets rid of the puck. And number 2, Doctor took a shot, but that went high, hit the ceiling, and we'll have a whistle. So Ryan almost had redemption.
Boy, DeRocher with a nice play to slide it out of the net kind of the last second. He's been very aggressive in this game, cutting off those angles, and that was a smart play. That puck was just kind of sitting there out for grabs. Was able to poke his stick to it at the last second and knock it out of harm's way.
So McGinnon and Graham take the face-off. They drop the puck, but we have a whistle. So we'll have another face-off. Not sure what the deal is there, but it doesn't matter. We're having another face-off, another whistle, throw another guy out of the zone. Andes will take the face-off against Graham now. Puck comes out. There's a shot, and that goes into the glove of DeRocher. That was number 3, Kuzma. Taking a nice wrist shot there from the point here on the near side. So we'll have a face-off. This will be Andes and Graham again on the near side circle. Referee talking to the other wingers, Delaney and McGannon, obviously trying to cheat a little bit and get in that circle. Puck down on the far side corner, controlled by Eden Prairie right now, and they lose the puck at neutral ice. Minnetonka picks it up. This is Kuzma with it. Kuzma slides it over to Miller. Miller back over to Kuzma. Kuzma tries a centering pass, gets it up. Now here comes Andes. Andes with the puck down in the corner, loses it, picked up by McCannon. McCannon now trying to get it out to his point. Oh, number 19 loses it. Miller but he gets it back over. Well, Eden Prairie's Lawrence is there, and he sends it into the skipper zone. So behind the net now, the goaltender Hansen. Trying to get it up ice, and we're going to have an icing call. Oh, they called it off. So Minnetonka, puck went all the way down the ice to Rocher now. Oh, he falls down, kind of getting checked there. And Minnetonka with an opportunity to set something up, but nothing doing there. And here comes Eden Prairie. This is Middlestat with it. Middlestat beats his own guy across. Well, doesn't beat him, obviously, because it's offsides, but Middlestat was turning the afterburners on. He wanted that one.
Oh, yeah, afterburners for Casey Middlestat. Not something you want to see from, if you're a Minnetonka fan, for Eden Prairie. Is Middlestat, one of the best skaters in the entire state. One of the reasons why he's going to be playing for the Golden Gophers in a couple of years. One of the best skaters in the state. A lot of speed, and got to make sure you don't give him a lot of space.
Yeah, you could just see the smoothness and the glide he has, and just got a little bit behind couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted to go in front of him or behind him, and he went behind him, and it was offsides. So we have a face-off, and puck is in neutral ice, picked up by Van Zandt. Van Zandt gets it up to Skarda. Skarda dumps it into the Eden Prairie zone, and Eden Prairie dumps it back out, but it's saved by Van Zandt. Van Zandt with a shot and a save by DeRocher. So Minnetonka putting on the pressure. There's another shot. That goes wide. That was Molinar who had a opportunity there, but Minnetonka loses the puck, and here comes Middlestat. Middlestat with a shot and a save by Hansen. Couldn't keep it in his glove. Minnetonka picks it up. Here come the Skippers. Bringing it across the line now. Slides it over to Skarda. Skarda with a shot, and it goes wide. So going back and forth here. Doctor with it in his own zone, in the Skipper zone. We're at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Eden Prairie leads this game 3-2. Here come the Skippers. Picked up by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets it across the line. Oh, he's checked there by the defenseman from Eden Prairie. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan Afeo, he tries to get it in front of the net to Skarda, but Skarda wasn't able to really get much on that puck, and DeRocher falls on the puck, and we're going to have a face-off.
Well, a chance to catch your breath. Some nice back and forth, very fast-paced hockey. Great scoring chances from both squads. 3-2 is our score right now, but kind of have a feeling we're going to see at least one or two more goals in this game. Not sure from which squad, but play is definitely opened up here in the third period.
Yeah, you definitely get that feeling something's going to happen. Kuzman takes a shot. That goes wide to the right. They tried to get a centering pass up to Emerson. Emerson didn't get it, and Lieberman picks it up in neutral ice. Lieberman with it now on the near side circle. Takes a shot, saved by Hansen. There's a rebound. Goes wide of the net. Minnetonka slaps it around, comes out to the point, and they're not able to keep it in the zone over there, but it's still picked up by Blakowiak. Blakowiak sends it down into Lieberman behind his own net now. Eden Prairie will try to break it out. It's 6:48 left on the clock here in the third period. Picked up by Terrell. Terrell gets a pass up to his teammate and over to Ryan. Ryan with a pass and a shot, and DeRocher on the save. Puck on the near side boards now. Minnetonka trying to tie this one up. Graham with it, comes across his own blue line looking for a player. Finds one now. That's number 9, Young. Young with it. Tries a drop pass over to Steen. Steen gives it to the point. Point takes a shot. And that's Lawrence that was on the point. Minnetonka sends it back out of the zone. Eden Prairie gains control. Coming across the Minnetonka blue line now is Steen. Steen loses it. Rail keeps it in. He dumps it back into the corner to Lawrence. Lawrence gives it over to Graham over there. Graham trying to find somebody to give it to. Gives it back over to Lawrence. And Minnetonka intercepts that. And trying to get a pass into neutral ice. The puck bouncing around. And Steen can't control it. Now it's picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan in the side of the Eden Prairie zone. Takes a shot, and that's broken up by number 9, Young. And that goes into the net. And we're going to have a face-off. Our time on the clock is 5:39. And Eden Prairie still leads Minnetonka 3-2.
Well, we have a moment like to recognize all of our sponsors bringing you coverage of tonight's game, including the Tavern on 4 and 5, the Mulch Store, Brandy Warm Beer, State Farm Insurance Office, also Athlete PT, and Jim Wardine with Corporate 4 Insurance, all bringing you coverage of tonight's game here on PSB Media.
You know, speaking of saying hello, I should say hello to Marcy And Ebony, our dog, can you believe she went to get the oil changed and topped off and a new battery today at the old Jiffy Lube place, and the guy offered her $600 for the dog. I said, sell it! No.
Yeah, right.
I said, you better not. It was her Christmas present. I said, you better not sell it. So anyways, back to hockey. Out to the point. We're in the Eden Prairie zone. Lieberman chases it over in the far corner. And, he tried to get a pass up, but they weren't able to handle it there. That was Sullivan he was looking for, and went all the way down the ice, and we'll have an icing call. And Minnetonka will change lines, but Skarta's coming off the ice. You can see the disappointment on the way he bobbed his head, you could tell he did not want to come off the ice, and I know that feeling. So he wants to make something happen, and he wants to tie this game up. And there's a shot. Osher on the save. As the point, Miller got a shot off. Eden Prairie now controls it. Coming over to the near side is Duraney. Duraney gets checked by Van Zandt. Minnetonka can't get it out of their own zone. There's Johannes with a centering pass, and what a save by Hansen as he got a quick pad on it. Ryan now trying to get across the zone into Eden Prairie territory. And Eden Prairie picks it back up. This is Johannes. Johannes across the blue line. He's harassed by Miller over there. Now there's a centering pass, and Middlestad just couldn't get to it. Ryan now flips it out into neutral ice. It goes all the way down to the Eagles' end. Picked up by Young. Young with it, slides it over to his partner, Rail. Rail with it behind his own net. We're at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Puck sent all the way down into the zone. They're going to have an icing call now as Eden Prairie sent it all the way down into the far corner. So we'll have another face-off, and that's kind of the Minnetonka's advantage if they want to tie this game up.
Boy, Minnetonka certainly breathing a sigh of relief as they had Middlestad set up out in front on that centering pass, but luckily for the Skippers, that pass just a little bit behind the standout Golden Gopher recruit. Certainly a good opportunity there for Eden Prairie to try to put this game out of reach, but we remain 3-2.
Well, Skarta's back out there for Minnetonka, and Eden Prairie doing a great job of controlling their face-off. This is Steen and Graham. Graham over there. Oh, he couldn't get the shot off. And now Minnetonka gains control, and here comes the Skippers. And then we're going to have offsides. And they tag up, so here we go. We're down in the Eden Prairie zone, brought out by Rail. Rail with it. Rail sends it up to Steen. Steen back to Rail on the circle on the near side. Shot saved by Hansen. Oh, my, what a save. Brought back up by the Skippers. Now we're at neutral ice. This is Young with it. Young slides it over to his partner, number 16, Graham. Graham with it now behind his own net, taking a look. Like I said, Eden Prairie has been doing a great job of breaking it out. Oh, there's almost another great breakout as Graham tried to get it up to Lawrence there at center ice, but it was just too far, and we got another icing call.
So here we are, 3:29. Eden Prairie leading Minnetonka 3-2, number one seed on the line here in Section 2AA. And, of course, that's going to be a big seed because the number 2 seed likely going to be matched up with what potentially could be a 3rd seed Holy Family in the section semifinals. Granted, that is looking ahead, but you'd certainly rather be the 1 seed and avoid the Holy Family fire in a section semifinal game.
In the Eden Prairie Eagles zone, Minnetonka and Eden Prairie go at it. Down on the far side boards, now they dump it back in. Oh, the centering pass to number 12, Pasciano, but Pasciano can't quite get a grip on it to take a shot, and Eden Prairie trying to break it out, but intercepted there by number 19, Miller, and he fires it back in the zone. There's number 9, Pass, trying to fight for it as we're down on the near corner. And that's picked up, and a shot, and a save by DeRocher, another rebound. Oh, my goodness. That went just to the side of the net as Young had an opportunity, and Eden Prairie fires it all the way down the ice again. So we'll have another icing call as Minnetonka is putting the pressure on here late in the third period to try to tie this one up.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll have to see. Eden Prairie, normally known for playing a pretty wide-open offensive style, if they maybe decide to leave a couple guys back and maybe drop back a forechecker that they normally bring in the Minnetonka zone to make sure the Skippers don't tie this game up.
So we're in the Eden Prairie zone. There's Doctor with it. Doctor on the near side controls it. Now it's down just behind to the right of the Eden Prairie goaltender, DeRocher. Now the puck squirts out. Doctor sends it back in. Well, now it's picked up and dumped into neutral ice, and we're going to have another icing call here. I think we are. That's 3 in a row in about 10 seconds.
And that clock can't move fast enough for those Eden Prairie Eagles when they ice the puck. I'm sure every time they ice it, they're thinking, oh, how much time did we kill? How much time did we kill? Only 10 seconds? Oh, we got a ways to go.
You know, another thing I've noticed tonight, not that it's mind-blowing, but a lot of broken sticks tonight. I just saw him throw another blade off the ice.
Yeah, that's another chink in the checkbook of the parents.
Isn't that the truth?
Those wooden sticks, a lot cheaper.
Right. Puck controlled by Eden Prairie now. This is Graham with it. He slides it over here to Rail. Rail with it on the near side across the blue line, now across the red line, dumps it in, slapped down by Doctor. Doctor will pick it up for the Skippers, brings it around on the near side of his own net, sends it over to number 22, Bertoglii. Bertoglii, who is chasing the puck now, trying to fight off the defender, as Minnetonka now is trying to set it up. We're at 1:47 here in the third period. Puck on the near side corner. This is Andes with it. That's Bertoglii. Bertoglii gets it out to the point to Doctor. Doctor took a shot, went wide to the right. Now Ryan down there. He's trying to get something going, but he's harassed by Young, the defenseman. Now Ryan with it. Gets it out to the point. There's a shot, and it goes way wide of the net. That was Terrell firing one off. Now behind the net is Ryan. Ryan slides it up to number 22, Bertoglii. Bertoglii trying to get it back to his point and does. Doctor from the circle takes a shot. Save! Oh, my! DeRocher held on to that. If he would have let that go and let a rebound fly, we might be tied up right now, folks.
Boy, DeRocher, he's had his ups and downs this year, but this is easily the strongest game I think I've seen him play this year. He's really stood on his head and made some nice saves. And by the way, Minnetonka's net is empty right now. They kind of went a little Patrick Law style, pulling that with a little under 2 minutes left. Pretty aggressive move there by Brian Ulrich.
I'm surprised they haven't nobody's called a timeout myself either. So Minnetonka has the extra skater out there. Their net is empty. We're down to 1:09. And here comes Eden Prairie. That's Middlestat, but he loses the puck. Minnetonka can't control it. Middlestat takes a shot at the net, but it goes wide. Minnetonka Van Zandt picks it up. We're under a minute. Can Eden Prairie hang on? Van Zandt with it, sends it over to the other defenseman, Miller. Miller up to Scarta. Scarta with it. He'll bring it across the line. Oh, he's got it up at the top of the circle. Takes a shot. Oh, they tie it up! They tie it up, folks! Minnetonka has tied it up. Scarta took a shot, and the rebound, I'm not sure who got that goal, but I believe it was number 9, Young. Oh, yeah. Look at him go. Holy moly, folks, we're tied up.
Oh, and look at that weaving into the zone by the Minnetonka puck carrier. That's what created that whole opportunity. A couple of Eden Prairie players had a chance to meet him and maybe break up that play. Was able to carry it in, throw it on net, then get that rebound. Minnetonka ties it up. Boy, what a sequence there for the Skippers.
Where's the pep band when you need them?
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Yes.
44 seconds. And I guess Pass is the one who scored that. I thought I might have mentioned it was Ryan. I don't remember. But anyways, we're down to 30 seconds, and Eden Prairie dumps it in the Minnetonka zone. Tries a centering pass, and it goes into neutral ice. I don't know, folks. What a game. Rail with it. He's in his own zone. Slides it over his defenseman, number 9, Young. Young back over to Rail here on the near side in their own zone. Gets it up to Steen. Steen on the near side across his own red line. Now with it, Graham. Graham inside the blue line in the skipper zone. He's high, takes a shot, goes wide. In the corner, we're down to 4 seconds, folks. Rail takes a shot. That goes off Hansen into the net. And with 1.3 seconds, we're going to have a face-off in the Minnetonka zone.
Normally 1.3 seconds left. You think, this period's probably going to be over. But as we mentioned earlier, Eden Prairie scored some quick goals off face-off. So certainly if you're the Minnetonka face-off man, want to get very low on that stick and not allow anything funny to happen here during the final 1+ second.
So here we go. Graham will take the face-off against Bowman on the near side circle. Nobody on the near side on the face-off. Everybody's in front of the net. Now Graham gets kicked out, and Sullivan comes in for the Eagles to take the face-off. There it is, the Klein. There it is. We're going to overtime, folks. Overtime here at Pagel Activity Center. Two powerhouses, Eden Prairie and Minnetonka. Who would have thought would be tied after 3 periods of action, Brett?
Absolutely. Boy, this game, just a great matchup. And, boy, if these teams meet in sections, hopefully it's just like this game. This has been one entertaining matchup. Last time these two teams met, it went to overtime with Minnetonka winning. And we'll see if the Skippers or Eagles come out here in OT in this game. Important to bring up that Eden Prairie has played in 3 overtime games this year and not had a lot of success. They've gone 0-2-1 in overtime. Minnetonka don't have their exact overtime record, but I know they've certainly had a little bit more success. So we'll see how things kind of wave out or finish out here in overtime.
So we got about a 2-minute and 30-second break here as both coaches are talking to their teams and giving them a little bit of encouragement. Again, I'm surprised nobody called the timeout at the end of that third period, but, I guess it is what it is, and what a great hockey game for Minnetonka with that little amount of time left to tie it up and to have it set up like it happened. They pull the goaltender, they get the extra skater, and it worked out for them. So we're tied at 3. And it's been a very exciting game. It didn't start out the most fast-paced game, but I'll tell you what, things have picked up, and they have picked up tremendously.
Absolutely they have. Well, let's actually go ahead and get to a quick commercial break here, Mike, before we get to overtime. Boy, don't go away. This has been one entertaining hockey game.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dennis Lansling, Clinic Administrator and Care Coordinator for Advocare Clinics located in Bloomington, Minnesota. I'd like to invite you to come on in for a free consultation to see how we could best serve you with our medical, chiropractic, and physical therapy services. Whether your problem is from an acute injury or a chronic pain management issue, we feel we can help you. Please give us a call, check us out on the internet, and come on in to see how we can best serve your needs.
Contact us at 952-835-6653 or online at...
Welcome back to overtime here in Minnetonka, Minnesota. An 8-minute overtime period. Minnetonka, we're trying to break it out of the zone now as we're tied 3-3 with 7 minutes and 40 seconds here in the overtime. There's a centering pass and a save by Hansen. Hansen knocked that down. And Minnetonka will chase it. That's Lawrence over there. He gets it out to his point. Rail can't handle it. Now we got a race for the puck. This is Pass chasing it, but DeRocher comes all the way out, smacks it into neutral ice. Eden Prairie trying to get something going, but they lose it, and it's picked up by Pass. Pass gets it over to, try to get over to Paciano, but now nobody wants to control it except now Eden Prairie does. That's Lawrence with it. Lawrence in the zone. He loses it to the Minnetonka player. He sends it down the ice. So we're on the near side corner. Rail will pick it up for Eden Prairie. Behind his own net, he's chased there by Minnetonka's Rogers. Getting some fresh legs out there, and here comes Middlestat. Middlestat with the puck for Eden Prairie inside blue line. Takes a snapshot, saved by Hansen. Rebound, nobody's there. Middlestat with it, tries to get it out. Shoots, and Hansen makes the save. Wow, what some action we got going here, folks.
Hansen definitely coming up with some big saves, and more importantly, not giving up much in terms of rebounds. As you can see on the replay, boy, he had Eden Prairie players crashing on that net, ready for a second opportunity, and able to make some nice initial saves.
Well, Middlestat, like he's mentioned, was trying to get everything set up by himself, and he did a great job. So Middlestat will stay out. He'll take the face-off against Kavanaugh. And the puck goes out of play, and we'll have a face-off. We're in overtime. 6:35 left in that overtime. We're tied at 3. Minnetonka pulled their goalie, got the extra skater, and tied it up. PSBmedia.com. I'm guessing this is why you do these games, Brett, because they're so fun to watch. And if you're a hockey fan, and Minnesota is a state of hockey, it doesn't get any better than this. Oh, there's a centering pass by Eden Prairie, but that gets broken up by traffic. Lieberman picks it up at neutral ice and sends it up to Sullivan. Sullivan with it, trying to get a pass in the slot, but that's broken up by Minnetonka. Chased in the zone by Miller, or Terrell. Now Eden Prairie intercepts it, coming from behind the net. There's a shot. That goes over the net. Middlestat with it now for Eden Prairie, and now we got the net off the posts, and we're going to have a face-off, and that should be in the Minnetonka zone.
That's a tough break there for Eden Prairie, as they had all sorts of zone time established. Almost looked like a power play they had established with that top line on the ice, and of course, if you're the Skippers, you'll take a face-off anytime you have that Middlestat-Graham line out on the ice.
So Blakowiak takes the face-off against Rogers. Puck in the corner, now behind the net, behind Hansen. Now to the near side. Trying to get checked off the puck. There's Blakowiak. Blakowiak still with the puck, trying to find somebody to get it to. Now he's checked off the puck by Steen. And here comes, well, I thought the Skippers were coming, but was kept in the zone by Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie with it. That's Blakowiak. Blakowiak fires a shot from the near side boards. That goes way high of the net, and here come the Skippers. Oh, Scarda almost had a nice opportunity there. Now the puck goes to Hansen. He slaps it up to Scarda. Now back to the defenseman. And he fires it all the way down the ice, and we'll have an icing. Miller was trying to get a centering pass up to number 23, Rogers. But Rogers kind of looked like he got checked off his skates there. I'm not sure if it was a collision or a check.
Well, Mike, got to give Eden Prairie credit. Normally the team that scores the tying goal just before the end of regulation gets all sorts of momentum heading into overtime. But, boy, in terms of zone time, this has been all Eden Prairie and OT. Certainly a lot of character team here to bounce back after giving up that tying goal.
Yes, and in overtime it has been all black and red. We're at the 5-minute mark here in overtime. Minnetonka, Eden Prairie tied at 3 goals apiece. There's a shot and a save by Hansen. Rebound swept away by Pacciano. And the Skippers trying to break it out. They float it out into center ice, and it's picked up by Lieberman for Eden Prairie. He'll send it in the zone. Here's a breakaway. Oh, he almost had a breakaway, but Hansen came out of the net and got rid of the puck. Down on the near side boards. Here come the Skippers. They get it up to pass. Pass with it. Oh, he's checked off the puck by Delaney. Oh, there's a trip, but no call there. I'm sure they're just going to let him play here in overtime, obviously.
Yeah, just about going to need a felony to.
And the Skippers with it. There's a shot and a save by DeRocher. And my goodness, that almost won the game. That was Pacciano who fired a shot from high in the circle, and DeRocher made a nice save. Lieberman with it for the Eden Prairie Eagles. We're at 4 minutes. He sends it all the way down the ice. We'll have an icing call. And this time, it's the Minnetonka Skippers putting on the pressure.
Got to be a little nervous here if you're Eden Prairie. DeRocher really hasn't seen a whole lot of opportunity since the end of regulation. Sometimes that goaltender can get a little cold when they haven't seen a shot in a while, and a lot of pressure here in overtime with that face-off in your own zone.
Middlestat and Kavanaugh step into the far circle for the face-off in the Eden Prairie zone. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left here in overtime. We're halfway through. Puck sent down in the near side corner. Rail with it, slides it over to Young here in the near side. Up to Sullivan. Sullivan taps it up the boards, trying to get Johannes, but here come the Skippers. Ryan almost had an opportunity, but he can't get it. Now number 16, Kavanaugh, sends it into the far corner. Now Kavanaugh still with it. Behind the net, over. Now to the point to... There's a shot and a save and a rebound. And oh, goodness, DeRocher just got it just in time. As number 22, Batoglii, was there for the rebound.
Sure, a couple of Eden Prairie fans' hearts skipped a beat right there with that puck.
Mine skipped a beat.
Sitting right in front of DeRocher for that split second. Fortunately for him, no Minnetonka player was there to hit it home.
So now we'll have Graham and Rogers on the face-off in the near circle. Goes out to pass the defenseman, Terrell. Terrell fires it back in. Now Duraney gets it up to his winger, up the center ice. Now this is picked up by Graham. Graham on the near side across the blue line. Tries to get around the defenseman Kuzma, but Kuzma does a great job of breaking that up. Skarda with it, gets it up to number 14, Molinar. Molinar with it. He gets it up to, well, he tried to get it up to number 23, but wasn't able to do that. So now the puck behind the Eden Prairie zone. In the net, out to the point. There's a shot, and that's broken up by traffic. Now on the near side, Skarda dumps it in to the corner, and digging it back out is number 14, Molinar. Molinar loses the puck, and it's picked up by Lieberman. He'll bring it across the red line. Now into the Minnetonka zone. He loses it as the defenseman Terrell breaks that up. And here come the Skippers. Now they'll dump it in the zone. Sullivan picks that off with his hand. He loses it. And here comes Skarda. Skarda across the blue line. Dumps it in. That'll go all the way around the net. And Rail will bring it out. We're down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And we'll have another icing call here. So the puck will go all the way back down to the Eagle zone. Again, we have 2 minutes and 14 seconds. This is overtime. And we're tied at 3 goals apiece. Face-off will be over on the far side circle. That'll be Middlestat taking it for Eden Prairie. And Bowman for Minnetonka. Puck is dropped out to the point, picked up by Van Zant. Van Zant sends it in on the near side boards, picked up by Pass. Pass takes a shot, and DeRocher makes a save. Woo, was that quick?
Absolutely, and credit Minnetonka. After Eden Prairie really dominated the first 3 or 4 minutes of overtime, the Skippers have really regrouped and created some good opportunities here over the last 2 or 3 minutes that they started to take control of play a little bit here from Pagel Activity Center.
Well, Lieberman and Duraney come back out for the Eden Prairie Eagles as Bowman and Sullivan take the face-off. Goes out to Van Sant at the point. There's a shot. Kind of missed the net. Comes out the near side. And that went off the pad of DeRocher. I don't even think he saw it happen. There's a firing shot broken up by traffic. Now Lieberman with it. He gets it up to Sullivan. Sullivan on the near side. He almost lost control. Now he passes it up to Johannes. Johannes chasing it towards the net. In the far side corner, he's checked off the puck by Van Zant, joined by Bowman. And Middlestat is down there as well. Middlestat comes out with it, dumps it back in, and coming out on the corner is Sullivan. Sullivan gets it down in the corner, tries a centering pass to Middlestat, goes out to the point to Lieberman. Lieberman dumps it around, comes out, and Middlestat has it, comes out on the far side. Oh, he got it slapped off his stick by Miller. Goes all the way in the zone and pass. Or no, that's Young. Or pass, I'm sorry. There's a shot. Oh! Lieberman blocked that one, so DeRocher didn't have to do anything. And now Eden Prairie sends it all the way down the ice with less than 1 minute in overtime.
And these guys got to find their second win. What's interesting here in the high school overtime is that both teams switch ends at the end of the third period, which means they both have that long change here in overtime. And boy, here in this last minute, certainly don't want to get caught flat-footed here. Fatigue.
So the face-off in the far circle controlled by the Skippers. Now stolen away by Rail. Rail will try to get up to Lawrence. Lawrence tries a centering pass, but Doctor's there, and he sends it back in. Now Eden Prairie sends it back out to neutral ice, picked up by Steen, but Steen loses the puck. Now Rail sends it into the Skipper zone. We're at 36 seconds. Doctor with it. He tries to get it up. That's intercepted by Graham. Graham in the back door. Oh! He missed the net. Lawrence had an opportunity, but it went over the net. And Eden Prairie putting the pressure on right now. Back down in the corner is Graham. Graham trying to find someone to get it to. Now Lawrence. Lawrence back to Graham behind the Minnetonka net. We're at 13 seconds. Minnetonka trying to get it out of their zone. They're over on the far side boards. Rail with the puck, skating towards the net. He loses it, and here comes Minnetonka. This is Ryan. Ryan with it. Probably a last-second opportunity, and it doesn't pan out. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the game as overtime has ended here in Minnetonka. Eden Prairie and Minnetonka have tied 3-3 in this Class 2AA Lake Conference matchup. And I can't say it's disappointing, but sometimes you like to see somebody win a game.
Yeah, and especially in a game like that, and in overtime where we had some big fireworks at the end. It was funny when you were mentioning that last opportunity. You saw a couple of Eden Prairie guys throwing their hands in the air, anticipating that puck going in the net, but unfortunately for them, it went wide, and that was the last opportunity as we ended a 3-3 tie and a very, very entertaining game from Pagel Activity Center.
Well, the goaltenders put on quite a show tonight, I think, as they hug each other here as the teams go through the line and shake hands. And I got to tell you, it was a great opportunity to be able to do this game tonight. And thank you, Brett, and thank you, Kevin, and thank you, PSB Media. And again, as I mentioned earlier, this is why you guys do these games, the state of hockey, and what a game to have broadcast. So the end of the score, or the end of the game here, which went into overtime, Minnetonka 3, Eden Prairie 3, and what does that do for the number one seed standings?
Boy, that really throws kind of a pickle in it because they've played
Right.
3 games. They've won 1, they've lost 1, they've tied 1 for both squads. So certainly makes things interesting. It'll probably depend on what happens here over the past few games. Eden Prairie has a big chance to make a statement for that number 1 seed if they were to get a victory over number 1 Benilde St. Margaret's coming up on Saturday. That's a game we'll have streamed right here on PSB Media. Of course, Minnetonka, on the other hand, can certainly make an argument for that number 1 seed as well, because I believe if they win out the rest of the season, they will win the Lake Conference Championship. And you have to think anybody who wins the Lake Conference has got to be the number 1 seed in a section. But, boy, certainly some interesting seeding implications coming up in section play now that both these teams kind of in that deadlock with a tie, a win, and a loss. Although it could have possibly opened the door for Holy Family Catholic, who, of course, is rated among the top 10 with a very good record. But, some people don't give them the respect that others do since they play in a weaker conference. But, boy, if the 2AA tournament is anything like we saw tonight, we're in for a treat.
End of the season, anything can happen. Teams get hot, and we saw it tonight. So I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight on PSB Media. And again, we went through overtime, and the score, the final, Minnetonka 3, Eden Prairie 3. And we'll see you on the next broadcast on PSBmedia.com. Everyone, have a great night.
Thanks for tuning in to live, local, play-by-play coverage of tonight's game. Catch all the action all season long on your home for Southwest Metro Sports, PSB Media. Tonight's game was brought to you by The Mulch Store, Brandy Warmbier's State Farm Insurance Office, Athlete PT, Noodles & Company of Eden Prairie, The Sun Current, The Tavern on 4 and 5.
And in partnership with Minnesota Hockey Magazine and BEC TV.
You can find an archived broadcast of tonight's game available 24/7 on PSBMN.com.